Hello my Poke people and welcome one and all to some more Sun and Moon theory news discussion-y hypening, and that's it, as Pokemon has officially lost it. It's over, it has got off the deep end, it's just done, It took one step too far and we have fully plunged ourselves off the waterfall of insane on this crazy train. Look at this face for Ash. I mean, what were they thinking? That is just ridiculous. Nobody's mouth can do that. And how is Pikachu even making a triangle point with his lips? It's like that they were being convinced to try the Z move pose, and then while fully engaged upon it, they got told that they are actually secretly eternally 10 years old and are cursed to walk the lands of Pokemon forever, never growing up and never doing anything meaningful or achieving any of their dreams, and it just shattered their minds, and they're just like, oh god, that's horrible. And yes, Ash, yes, it is horrible, but at least it confirms Alola Pokemon theories, which, let's be honest, didn't need confirming, and more to the point, it confirms, at least to me, based on his bracelet and everything that we're going to see a Rotom Pokedex in the anime, and Pikachu's going to be busting out a Z move, which, let's be honest, we all knew was going to happen. So, back to the actual games then, which is really why we're here. Koro has been getting its leak on, yes indeed, and what a leak it is. So, first up then, we have ROCKRUFF's 2 evolutions. Yes, he has 2 alternate paths and 2 different final forms. One for the daytime and one for the nighttime. And this brings up a lot of cool ideas and possibilities, because this is obviously what was hinted at when they said that ROCKRUFF has a special secret, a hidden power within, and that power is the ability to be these 2 forms that are vastly different from each other. And the first one is this. Honestly, I really like it. It's just a big, imposing wolf-like creature. Very much got those werewolf-like themes running through it, but you could totally see yourself having this as like a pet dog and maybe occasionally riding it into battle. It generally looks very savage, but it's also got a kind of loyal, sort of friendly look to it. Like, it will defend you by tearing out the throats of your enemies, but it will also lick you if you've had a bad day. You know, that kind of image I'm getting for that, and I think that's very, very cool, though it is definitely a stark transformation from original ROCKRUFF, and part of me wonders if there's an in-between evolution, because it is a big leap from one to the other, but either way, it's very, very cool, and supposedly it will become this one if it evolves during the day, if it's bathed in the rays of the sun, and then we have the frickin' nighttime form. Now, this one is way more werewolfy. It's got a lot of blood red going on. It's got a lot of sharper fur, almost forming like a horn out of it, and it's glowing like it's been possessed by some evil spirit, and it evolves into this if it evolves at night when it's full of the night's power, and this is its midnight form. So, it's kind of curious to think about, because this definitely looks like ROCKRUFF is no longer himself, like something has taken hold, maybe some sort of moon madness, and he's now this savage, vicious creature that you probably don't want to just kind of hang around with. And I imagine their typings will differ. You gotta assume that this one's got dark as one of its typings, right? That just has to make sense, but I do very much like it. I think it looks pretty damn cool, and imagine meeting one of these in the wild. This has got to be one of the genuinely most naturally intimidating Pokemon based on physical appearance that they've probably ever released, and that's pretty damn cool. And the thing about this having 2 final evolutions, if that is ROCKRUFF's secret, which supposedly it shares with the starters, this gives a good amount of confirmation that the starters have 2 final forms, not just the one that we saw in the leak. And incidentally, the same leak said that, yeah, the starters are likely to get 2 final forms, so more and more I am getting firmly convinced of that, so the hope is there for alternate final starters. So next up then, we have the big bomb, which is 2 new Ultra Beasts. We have UB02, Beauty, And we have UB02 Expansion, who have some very interesting looks going to them. If we focus on Beauty first, definitely very insectoid. In fact, both of them are the massive flowing antennas and the almost sort of hair going down behind them. And the thing about Beauty, the way she's kind of standing, the way that she looks, her general silhouette, a big part of me, and this is where my alien ascension theory is going to come in here, a big part of me thinks that this might just be Luzamine, the leader of the Aether organization. She's kind of standing in the same way. She's kind of got the same attitude. Hell, the hairstyles even seem very, very similar. A part of me is now thinking, and this follows on from what I was saying, that UB01 is potentially Lily, or at least connected to Lily. I have a feeling that the Aether Foundation have discovered these, well, what are effectively aliens in the Pokemon world, brought them to Earth via technology in these portals, and then kind of either gone, please absorb me, I will ascend and become alien human, and I will achieve true power, or in a better storyline twist, at least I feel, they kind of summon them thinking that they're beings of good, thinking that they're doing a good thing. Maybe they were teased and sort of whispered promises of power, summon us and we'll help the Pokemon and the people. So they're like, yeah, we'll do that, we'll do a good thing, we'll bring these Ultra Beasts to the planet. But then once they arrive, they kind of go, oh, psych, and kind of assimilate and take over someone, or at least connect themselves to them, and go about causing havoc. So this works perfectly in line with what I was saying with what I wanted, which was the Aether Foundation try and do the right thing for the right reasons, but it ends up going horribly wrong, and that's how they contribute to a negative thing occurring in Alola that isn't just the petty thuggery of Team Skull. We do see Expansion fighting Tapu Koko, and as Tapu Koko is a guardian good thing of Alola, if it's fighting them, that means that they are bad, as well as Beauty also fighting them, depending on the version of the game that you are in. So Expansion and Beauty might be version exclusive, but a part of me does want to say, when we look at this image of them all together as kind of a happy family, I kind of want to focus on that, the happy family. If my theory that they're all related is true, if Luzamine, Lily, and Gladion, what if these three are the Ultra Beast aliens that assimilated / connected to / are in some way related to those three, who are also related to each other? And maybe they transform into them or summon them in times of stress or something like that. I can't help but think there's some sort of deeper connection. So either the Aether Foundation went, we've found these beings, let's bring them to Earth, they'll do good, oh shit, they did bad. Or they went, we found these beings, I am becoming obsessed with them as the leader of the organization, and I want to merge with these beautiful, powerful aliens. Oh god, I regret my decision. Depending on which one it is, and I think there's a good chance it will be one of the two, we're going to have ourselves a very interesting and quite frankly ridiculous story for a Pokemon game, are we not? But yeah, although I will say UB02 Beauty is a very, very cool looking Pokemon. Assuming they are Pokemon, I still think there is actually a good chance we won't be able to catch these. They will just be malevolent figures that we have to battle, except UB01, which I think will be strangely nice and be like, I'm so sorry for my older, more vicious looking Ultra Beast brothers and sisters. They're right bastards, and I'll help you defeat them. And that's why Lily is important to the story, because she's connected to the one not evil Ultra Beast. I could totally see that happening, but there are just so many like ways to interpret all of this and think about it, and you know Oh, I do know. I may be completely going crazy and off the mark here, but I think that would be very cool. The Aether Foundation has found these alien powerful beings that aren't necessarily Pokemon and are in some way trying to control, use, merge with, worship, ascend to, summon, you know, some sort of interaction that is inevitably going to go wrong. So let me know what you think. Like if you enjoyed this, share it around, get more thoughts all up in here, and subscribe for more. Oh, goodbye.